I am a narcissist's worst nightmare. At this point, they don't want to fuck with me. Y'all, listen. Spirit really been dealing with me with this narcissist word. And it led me down a rabbit hole of it. It is, hold on, let me go. Okay, so it is also known as Pennywise. Okay, it is the dancing clown. Okay, the character is an ancient, trans-dimensional, malevolent entity who preys upon the children and adults. We're not going to say sometimes adults. It's and adults. It preys on humanity as a whole. Okay, and it says, using a variety of powers that includes the ability to shapeshift and manipulation of reality. During the course of this story, it primarily appears in the form of Pennywise, the dancing clown. The Losers Club, quote unquote, becomes aware of Pennywise's presence after killing blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the point here is ancient, trans-dimensional, malevolent entity. This is it right here, y'all. Okay, so this is just how this malevolent spirit chose to show up in this space right here as it. And see, this is just that Arthur's way of describing this malevolent force. And Spirit began to show me that we have been dumbing down the ability of this malevolent force. Imagine taking a cup and dipping it in a lake of water. Okay? You only have that cup full of water from a mass body of water. We are taking a cup from this malevolent force and naming it narcissism. We are limiting the way in which we perceive it to show up by giving it a name when it is indeed a it. Literally, it is a it. It is not a that. It is not a this. It is a it. Which means it just is what it is. And to say it is shapeshift, it's trans-dimensional, and it has the ability to manipulate. That is infinite. That is infinite. Trans-dimensional means that it has the ability to go between dimensions and manipulate. So do you see how us giving it a name, which I'm not saying is all the way wrong. It's not all the way wrong. It just limits the depth of malevolence that it can manifest in our reality by giving it a name, because it is a force. So it actually manifests physically, psychologically, mentally, trans-dimensionally. So it can go between realms. And we don't want to keep limiting the infinite amount of exploitative tactics. We don't want to keep limiting that by giving it a name and thinking that, okay, because what you're doing is you are psychologically capping the fact that, okay, I finally figured it out. I have this cup from this lake of malevolent force liquid. I got it scooped up, and this is exactly what it is. We can't do that, because that same cup of narcissism comes from a force, a lake with depth to it. An ocean goes so deep, right? Think of it like an ocean. An ocean goes so deep that there are undiscovered creatures and whatever else may be down there, because humans can only go so far. So we have a limited perception of what lies beneath certain levels in the ocean. Think of this malevolent force, this trickster spirit, this it having the same ability, because it's like the direct polarity of benevolence. So just like we have an infinite amount of experiences that we can experience in harmony and love and joy and peace, and and all high vibrational feelings, there are infinite amounts that we can experience that. There is an infinite amount that this malevolent force can also manifest its trickery, because it just is what it is. And whoever accepts the limitations are actually more susceptible or more receptive to the forces and manipulation of this trickster spirit. We have to take away the labels. The labels is limiting our minds, and we are not grasping the manipulations in real time, because a lot of it can be subtle and a lot of it just completely goes over our reality, because we have labeled it too many labels with I gotta calm down, because when I get too passionate, I get to stumbling over my words, okay? Because I really want to get this out. What I'm trying to say is, this malevolent force loves when we give it a name, because then you could be tricked in another way. This is a force that is constantly morphing into a bigger force. Spirit just said malevolent intelligence. Malevolent intelligence, which means it's constantly becoming and morphing into a bigger, darker, deeper intelligence, but all things malevolent. So just when we think we got it figured out, you don't. It's already morphed into something else, more tricks, more tricky, more evasive. It is like a indescribable, malevolent trickster force of intelligence, but the intelligence is always and only can be used in a cunning way, only can be used in a manipulative way, an exploitive. This is an exploitive force. It only has the ability to morph into more exploitative intelligence and manipulations. Somebody got to catch and pick up when I'm putting down, because like I said, naming this force limits your ability to catch this force in real time, the exploitative tactics in real time. And then we find ourselves reflecting and thinking and trying to catch up, and oh my goodness, this happened, that happened, they said this, they treated me like this happened. No. We got to learn to see it in real time.